back. Welcome back. Shout out to the Wolves. Salute to the Ninjas. So, obviously, I'm at work, and something not amazing, but amazing for me happened. So I'm doing my usual, hanging out at the laundromat, doing my break, becoming a doorman. I'd be a really good doorman. What are they, valet parker they call them? I'd be one of the best. I swear I would be. I don't know how people be getting jobs like that and quitting. I'm like, bro, I guess you gotta be built for it though, You gotta stand there all day, you gotta see people. Everybody ain't always happy to see you because you open the door. Sometimes people are just assholes. Anyway, so I'm looking at the back of somebody's car and I see Jabba the Hutt or whatever his name is, the hunter from Star Wars, and I'm like, oh, that's crazy. I like that. Damn, I can't be making these videos outside no more. Tearing up my phone. Anyway, and I'm thinking in my head, like, yo, that's what's up. Like, I like the Star Wars thing. And I said, yeah, I think we're about that age where now your generation is like, using the old heads now, And I said to the person, because they were bringing their laundry out, and I said, well, that's what's up. I like that emblem on their car. Like, when I first seen it, I thought, I wonder what guy in here likes Star Wars, you know what I mean? Like, and she was like, yeah, it's me and my husband's car. We both like Star Wars. I said, word? I said, yo, that's what's up. I was like, yo. I said, remember when you were young and you used to get teased or beat up for that shit? Like, it's so funny being from the 80s and shit, and then everything you grew up on, you know what I mean? The nerd shit. You like computers? You like games? You like cartoon, Dragon Ball, and all that? You get it? And then you grow up, and then your generation's older, and you find out how many people actually love this shit too, because you're wearing shirts, you're doing things, putting emblems on cars, and all this other stuff, right? And, it was just dope, like, to see that my generation, we in that group now where our stuff is cool, and we're right at that age where the children like the things we like, and it's more popular. Like, you say Star Wars now, everybody has at least seen one Star Wars movie, Back in the day, when the trilogy or whatever was already over, you were still fucking cornball nerd if you like that shit. You're corny, You're an idiot. And now we live in a world where a lot of that shit is real anyway, so we could look at you and say, I believed in real life when you couldn't see it, goofy nigga. Sorry you didn't think lightsabers are real. You know they're real now, right? You know niggas actually make lightsabers? You do realize that. And then with the spooky dookie woo, force power and shit. Yo, bro, go look up people with powers. And, eventually you'll see so many videos, and you're gonna have men like me that are smarter than me, that actually look to disprove people, and they're going to show you how these people are, like, using parlor tricks and shit. But then, a man like me always say, 1 out of 1,000 people, out of 1,000,000 people, one of them gotta have to be able to do something. It ain't gotta be exactly extreme as these things, you know? Because, like, once the government said aliens are real, and confirmation, you know? Humanoid things or whatever, it seems like we're moving into the era of Star Wars. You know, all the alien shit, everybody keeps talking, aliens are real. Well, what was Star Wars based off of? That, you know, there's a big, big galaxy out there, and human beings are not the only one, and you're weak. You're not as strong as you think you are, and there's a chosen amount of people, and it has no race. Even though, you know, they showed racism in the fucking cartoon and only white people are Jedis except Master Windu, and then fucking years later that one black guy. The Force skips African Americans but goes on to everyone else. There's like Chinese Jedis and all different types of shit now. But, you know, it's like, it was sort of like in Star Wars, the Jedi are the Christians. Like in real life. Except in real life, anybody could join, right? So, you know, I always looked at Star Wars like Star Trek and many other of the old movies that came out where they show the one token black guy. Only 1% of you are going to be in the future. You know, a lot of my people really, we hate that. We get mad. And me, I don't always get mad because once you learn certain things, you're like, why would I want to be a part of that anyway? Get it? Why would I want to be a part of their fantasy? Why not make my own? Make my own Star Wars. You get it? But people are just, you know? That's why I like the youth. Like I said, it's our time now. And my generation, we are so creative and so smart. And it's like the Lord, or maybe society or whatever. I think it has to do a lot with society. Because in my era, in the era right before that, man, although things are still crazy in the world, school taught you shit. You know, home economics, how to cook and clean and do workshop and you chop wood and build cars. So that way, when you went out in the world, you had the bare minimum skills to take care of yourself. You know? Now we're doing algebra and shit that, who the fuck needs algebra? Out of every kid going to school, 0.001% is actually going to do that. Why? How do I know? Who the fuck are scientists in the world? 1% of fucking people, damn near. Nobody wants to invent shit. Even though inventing, you know, there's a lot of different ways to invent. People think of an inventor and think of like Elon Musk and shit. A cooker is an inventor. A person that fucking does plumbing, if he makes a certain tool, he's an inventor. Everything has to have invention, you know? So, anyway, I'm just rambling now, and I don't want to get too deep. Just want people to be aware of the changes, you know? The world's changed little by little. Some things are good, you know, some things are still bad, but embrace and enjoy your moments, you know? Feels good to know Star Wars is like a is a okay thing to like now, or something you could bring up and use as a reference. Like I said a long time ago on my other channel, Thinking Man's Throne, that's why I teach through cartoons, and I always compare these things to the knowledge that I learn in science and in the Bible, because I'm not dumb, and I know every generation grows up on different music, this, that, da 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 da. And those are the things, no matter what race you are, no matter how your ass grew up, you watch the same movie as me. You have certain understanding of what you've seen because people talk about things or explain things and da 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 da, you know? And that's what helps people get to understand each other a little bit more. It's like in the Bible, man never got together because they couldn't understand each other, and then they needed to develop one language so they can speak to each other, and when they spoke to each other, people got together. Get it? Now we live in a world where all different races live in one place and we all speak the same language and everything's divided. How fucking crazy is that? And the beat in the head is, we are the United States, we're united. Yet everything's not united. It's a joke. And it don't got to be perfectly united. And, you know, there's no such thing as a perfect world. There's no such thing as everyone's going to be rich. No. Everyone can't be rich. There's no such thing as that, because there's choice. Some people will choose to be fucking lazy and they'll spend their money up. And you get it? If everyone made everything even right now, I've heard, and I didn't learn this from experience. No, I learned this from watching billionaires, and they say it right to my face because they're talking directly to me. I'm poor. And they say shit like, we can give the entire world all of our money. In less than 3 years, we'll have it all back. Because being rich is not about having money. Being rich is your mind and how to make things happen and shit like that. You can make shit happen. Most people have, you know, they're not trying to make shit happen. So most people would, you know, the world would fall apart if everybody was rich, bro. With the mentality, the child state of being rich and not doing nothing, that's real life. The fuck you talking about, nigga? Being rich and sitting, I want to get rich and go on vacations, and I want to go around and do just chill. I don't never hear nobody say, I want to go around being rich and fucking learn about the world I live in. I don't know what the fuck I live in. I always hear the same goofy shit. I want to get rich and go on vacations. I want to go on the beaches. Like, dog, you don't need to get rich to do that. What are you going to do when you're there? Chill and hang out. You could do that at home. You get it? People's brains are so weird now. Like, a nigga will get rich to do the same shit that he could do broke. Or have regular ass life. Niggas get rich to have a regular ass life. Not realizing the power they have to change the very little reality that they live in, you know? A lot of people don't. I see a lot of things, good things. Nowadays, I see a lot of men doing some things that I talk about, and it's good to see that I just ain't been taking that broader view of the world and seeing that other men are doing things, you know? Like, I'm glad the Most High made me take my road and talk my shit, and then, you know, later on I see certain corrections. Like, a lot of mysteries. You know, a lot of people are getting accused of things right now. A lot of people going to jail. And, you know, that's why the innocent until proven guilty thing is what it is. Because I believe that has become a law or whatever. I believe that got made up because people understood at one time, lying ass people will make you look like shit, destroy your character, set things up for so long that you look like the bad guy. And when the time comes and they pull that rug from under your ass, other people won't even think they'll just, they'll hate because you already trained them to hate, you know? And I would like to apologize to anybody, even though, whatever happens, happens. You got to say what you say. But I would definitely like to apologize to anybody that I do accuse, like stars or even regular people, and then later on come to find out you innocent or whatever. Um, a lot of people that go through things like that, just understand that the reason why people are so quick to throw somebody up on that cross or put a motherfucker in that stake, start the bonfire, is because it's natural to want to get rid of evil, and everyone knows mad evil's going on, so people want shit to change, So, I will only say this, you know, it, it, be careful, you know, and try not to make enemies, even though enemies will make you an enemy for no reason. People just make you your enemy nowadays. And then some of us, we got old ties, and some people just don't know, you know? Got that internal beef or something. I don't know what to fucking call it. Because I know I face a lot of that. And I be looking at people like, yo, bro, why would you want to deal with more chaos? Anyway, I love you guys. I hope you wolves are doing alright. I'm sure plenty of people are going through plenty of things, no matter what level you're on. So whoever's seeing this, keep going, I'm proud of you. Give a fuck if you're a bad guy. You're still a person, Do something good today, though. All love, all praise.